up? How everybody doing tonight? What's up, man? I appreciate everybody coming out because, this shit's hard. This shit's hard for people to do, It's hard to get up on stage and express yourself, man. And you know what else is hard? Waiting to hear back results from an STI screening. Yeah, that's hard. It's hard because you never want to burn somebody. And for those who don't know, burn means give somebody an STI or an STD. Yes, that's what it means. You never want to give off, a disease to somebody because it's scary. So, it's hard waiting to hear back from the results, but my doctor says you should get tested at least once every 3 months, even if you aren't having sex. It's a PSA for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. And on my recent visit to get screened, yes, this is where I'm going with this. I went to Planned Parenthood, never been before. And when I went there, I realized two things. One, I've never been to a more secure place in my life other than a prison. Two, should I be worried? Are motherfuckers out here stealing people's pee? I was terrified because why is it so many motherfucking doors in a building to get tested for something that the United States said I should get tested for? I'm confused. Who has jurisdiction here? The pee committee? I don't understand. And when I was entering throughout those doors at Planned Parenthood, it took me back to feeling like being in a bubble. It reminded me of COVID. You guys remember how hard COVID was? People was out here fighting over tissue, toilet paper, Clorox wipes. People were out here dying because of COVID. It was really sad. You know what I was worried about? My damn bubble. I was worried about my COVID bubble. Because in that moment, I realized that COVID gave me two things. It opened me up to the new STI in 2020, but it also made me realize I was a part of modern day segregation. Yeah, it was, when I say I was worried about my COVID bubble, motherfucker, if you did not have that checkbox on your card that you got when you got tested, you was not getting in. Fuck, you was not getting in my home. I hated COVID. I hated COVID so much because I was so afraid to get it. I couldn't give it to my people. When I went back home, I couldn't give it to my people. You feel me? So if you don't want to give something to your people, you got to make sacrifices. And I made a sacrifice. If you was my real homie, you would show me that COVID card. That's why I said it was the new STI, because you know how when you meet a new sexual partner, they be like, let me see your new screening. Well, bitch, let me see your new screening from COVID. Yeah. And the reason why it was modern day segregation, because I was at U of I. And U of I made it martial law. And by martial law for U of I, it meant that no one could be together larger of 10 people in a crowd. Probably a little less than that. I was scared as shit. There was a fine going out for students. It was like $500, $700. Guess who threw a Halloween COVID party? Hey, COVID party. Yeah, I threw a party. I threw a party and the police came. Yes, the police came. And I was sad because when the police knocked on my door, I thought about two things. One, I broke my number one COVID rule. I let random motherfuckers, strangers, into my home. Number two, I thought about how he's gonna have to show me proof that he doesn't have COVID if he wants to search my home. Man, when I answered that fucking door, he said, "Who lives here?" By the way, that night I was drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne on the airplane. No, I'm just playing. But no, I was drunk and high at the same time. Yes. And I told him, COVID, please? He said, what? I said, can I see your COVID card, sir? It was Halloween. You guess who I was? I was one of the Super Mario Bros. Yes, I was one of them. I opened that door with my little mustache on. I said, it's me, Mario. Do you have COVID? And he told me, sir, how many people are in this room with you? Gee, when I kid y'all not, it was like 20 plus people there. But they were all hiding in the bedrooms. It was a 5-bedroom apartment. And I told him, I said, only 5. He said, you got a noise complaint. And you got to keep down the noise. And I realized that, one, he was racist because all these other buildings in the building, all these other rooms, he didn't knock on their doors and they're playing loud music. Why did he come to me? And 2, I lied to the police and got away with it. Yeah. All right, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.